Have you ever looked up at the sky and wondered what it would be like to live in another world? Picture yourself in a cool astronaut suit, floating in low gravity and cruising around in a spaceship instead of a car. It might sound a bit absurd, like something you would watch in a sci-fi movie, but the dream of living on another world is inching closer to reality. With the planet facing some serious issues like overpopulation, climate change, and resource depletion, scientists are on the hunt for our next potential home. And it turns out, there's a very familiar candidate in the lineup: the red planet, Mars. So, what would it take to make this cosmic leap? How many years and how much innovation are needed for this extraordinary journey to become reality? Join me as we go on a rocket ride through the vision and steps toward Mars colonization. Every day, the world welcomes 385,000 new lives, while only about 165,000 leave us. This means we're adding nearly 80 million people to our planet each year. This rapid population increase comes with staggering consequences. We're losing forests at an alarming rate, with about 10 million hectares every year, an area roughly the size of Panama. And while the number of trees are constantly declining, nearly 1.7 billion people are already feeling the burden of freshwater scarcity. To top it off, human activity has wiped out nearly 70% of animal populations since 1970. This is mainly because of habitat destruction, pollution, and climate change. Our planet is facing a crisis, and with more people and fewer resources, we need to think beyond our world for solutions that can secure a livable future for everyone. One exciting idea on the table is exploring other worlds where life might be possible. And right now, we're setting our sights on Mars. So you might be wondering, what makes Mars the most compelling option for investment and exploration compared to other planets? While Venus is notorious for its extreme heat and toxic atmosphere, making it feel more like a sauna from hell, and the Moon offers little more than a dusty landscape, Mars stands out, offering the closest and most tolerable conditions for human colonization. Its thin atmosphere, primarily composed of carbon dioxide, may not be ideal for breathing, but it's far more manageable than Venus's oppressive conditions. Also, Mars is relatively close to Earth with about 140 million miles away, making it more feasible for exploration. Recent discoveries of frozen water reserves on Mars are game changers, as water is crucial for sustaining life and could even be transformed into fuel, turning ice into a vital survival resource. While the Martian environment poses challenges, it's not beyond our technological capabilities to adapt. With innovative solutions, we might be able to grow food in Martian soil or build extensive greenhouses, making this extreme camping trip worth the effort. So, while life on Mars is far from perfect, its potential for human occupancy makes it an exciting frontier for the future, with stunning sunsets to look at every end of the days. When it comes to exploring Mars, several key players are leading the charge with a vision of humanity's multi-planetary future. NASA has been at the forefront since the 1960s, starting with the Mariner missions, which provided our first close-up images of the Martian surface. These missions laid the groundwork for the Viking landers, the first spacecraft to successfully land on Mars and conduct experiments for signs of life. As NASA's exploration efforts advanced, they introduced rovers like Curiosity, which has been designed to collect Martian soil and rock samples. Curiosity's findings have been quite the revelation, suggesting that Mars once had water. The rover discovered minerals that form with water, proving that Mars wasn't always the cold, dry place we see today. Curiosity also detected organic molecules in the Martian soil. While these aren't definitive proof of life, they do suggest that the essential building blocks for life were once present. More recently, NASA launched Ingenuity, the first powered aircraft to fly on another planet, proving that controlled flight is possible in Mars' thin atmosphere. This opens the door for aerial exploration in future missions. Just this 2020, NASA has introduced the Perseverance rover, which is not only designed for exploring the Martian surface, but also collecting samples for return to Earth. Perseverance is focused on searching for signs of ancient microbial life, analyzing rocks and soil to uncover the conditions of Mars millions of years ago. So far, this mission, has already made exciting discoveries, including evidence of organic molecules and ancient river delta formations, which hint that Mars once had conditions suitable for life. Colonizing Mars poses significant challenges and ethical dilemmas that require careful consideration. The planet's harsh environment, with extreme temperatures and high radiation, complicates human habitation and necessitates reliable life support systems for the long journey. Ethical issues, such as preventing contamination of Mars with Earth microbes and establishing a fair governance structure for settlers, are crucial to ensure responsible exploration. Additionally, the potential environmental impact of resource extraction and waste management must be addressed to prevent damaging Mars' unique geology. A balanced approach that weighs both risks and responsibilities is essential as we explore the possibility of human life on Mars. But let's not let these hurdles spoil the dream. Imagine if these issues were solved. What would it actually be like to live on Mars and call yourself a Martian? Life on Mars would bring some interesting changes to our daily routines. Daily life for settlers would likely revolve around scientific exploration and experiments aimed at understanding Mars's geology and climate. You will likely wake up and slip into a spacesuit instead of your favorite outfit. No more tuxedos or floral dresses. Once suited up, you'd head to work, likely tasked with studying the Martian landscape, all while dodging dust storms and keeping an eye out for signs of ancient water. In terms of daily meals, growing your food would be a big deal for Mars settlers. You would likely use creative farming techniques, such as hydroponics or aeroponics, using Martian soil mixed with nutrient supplements. As settlers adapt to life on Mars, they will also face the unique challenge of the planet's weaker gravity, which is only about 38% of what we experience on Earth. The lighter gravity on Mars would mean some adjustments for the human body. Settlers might find themselves bouncing around more than usual, making exercise feel like a fun game. Just imagine trying to do a push-up and ending up doing a slow-motion float instead. Mars exploration is set to progress rapidly over the next few decades, starting with numerous robotic missions in the coming years to gather vital data and test technologies on the Moon. By the 2030s and 2040s, both SpaceX and NASA aim to send astronauts to Mars, marking a significant step towards human presence on the planet. Ultimately, by the 2050s, the vision is to establish permanent colonies, potentially offering future generations the choice between living on Earth or Mars, showcasing a dedicated commitment to making life on Mars a reality. The journey to Mars isn't just about exploring a new world. It's a critical step for the survival of humanity. By establishing a presence on Mars, we create a backup plan for humans in case of global disasters. It will provide us with a second chance elsewhere. Colonizing Mars isn't just about planting flags on another planet. It could actually lead to some amazing technological breakthroughs. The challenges of living on Mars will push us to create innovative solutions like better ways to recycle water, new sustainable energy sources, and advanced farming techniques. These inventions could help us tackle big issues here on Earth, such as climate change and food shortages. However, while we dream of Mars, it's essential to remember the planet we call home. Taking care of Earth and getting involved in environmental movements are crucial steps, as this ensures that we don't find ourselves needing a new home. So, are we ready to turn Mars into our second home? Share your thoughts on Mars colonization in the comments. Thanks for tuning in to our journey through the past. If you enjoyed exploring history with us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. What historical events do you want us to dive into next? Keep exploring and catch us next time for more eventful insights.